The proud red dragon that flies across this land's flag isn't just a symbol. It's the spirit of this secret land, bold and unyielding. Here, the mountains rise like ancient guardians above rolling grasslands, where golden light dances across wild moors and cliffs battle the sea breeze day and night. Nestled in the mist, stone villages whisper tales from centuries past, their voices carried in every gust of wind. If a name has just sparked in your mind, you're likely correct. This is Wales. Though part of the United Kingdom, Wales moves to its own rhythm, deeply rooted in Celtic heritage and fierce pride. Nowhere else in Europe will you find so many castles packed into such a small space, each one perched like a memory on a hilltop. From the language still spoken in everyday life to the poetic soul of its people, everything here feels intimate yet grand. And as you begin to explore its dramatic coastlines and time-worn trails, you'll discover why Wales leaves an echo in every traveler's heart. Before continuing the video, we have a quiz for you. Arrange the following letters to a castle in Wales. We have a hint. This stone giant watches over a walled town by the sea, with 8 towers standing firm since medieval times. Please comment your answer below this video. Now it's time to experience it for real. Built by Edward I in the 13th century, it's widely regarded as one of the most magnificent castles of the Middle Ages. Caernarfon Castle, a royal fortress palace in Wales, was born from legend and fierce medieval struggles between the English and the Welsh. Unlike his other fortresses at Conwy, Harlech, and Beaumaris, Caernarfon impresses with its sheer size, grandeur, and dramatic architecture. Edward I and his chief architect, Master James of St. George, built the castle, town walls, and quay simultaneously as a statement of dominance. The ambitious project lasted 47 years and cost £25,000, an enormous sum in medieval times, requiring laborers and materials from across Britain. Most construction was finished within 5 years, using limestone and sandstone with colored bands inspired by the imperial city of Constantinople. The castle's octagonal towers, unusual for the time, required advanced skills and added an air of Roman influence to the fortress design. Among its most iconic features is the Eagle Tower, a massive structure with 3 turrets, 18-foot thick walls, and carved stone eagles. The town itself is wrapped in medieval walls, and while the town towers are round, the castle towers remain distinctively octagonal. Today, Caernarfon Castle is a UNESCO World Heritage Site and a popular historic attraction open for visitors from around the world. Inside, interactive exhibits bring its rich history to life, especially in the Eagle Tower, where legends and facts converge. Two towers also house the Royal Welsh Fusiliers Museum, showcasing the legacy of one of Britain's most storied military regiments. Pistyll Rhaeadr, one of the 7 wonders of Wales, lies between Snowdonia National Park and the Welsh border near Oswestry in a secluded valley. This dramatic 73-meter waterfall drops in 3 stages, with the highest plunge reaching about 40 meters, flowing partially through a natural rock arch. Although often mistaken as Wales's tallest single-drop waterfall, that title belongs to Devil's Appendix in Snowdonia's Llawhaden Valley. The surrounding landscape reveals ancient history, with signs of prehistoric and medieval settlements, old field systems, and remnants of centuries-old lead mining. Many trails near the falls follow ancient paths and offer breathtaking views, especially the zigzagging 20-minute hike to the top. Behind it, the rugged Eryri peaks complete a stunning backdrop, giving this fortress one of the most spectacular settings among Edward III's castles in North Wales. Castell Harlech rises dramatically on a rocky crag, towering above windswept dunes and watching the distant sea retreat far from its feet. Together with Caernarfon, Conwy, and Beaumaris, Harlech is recognized as a UNESCO World Heritage Site for its historical and architectural significance. The castle was built in only 7 years under the direction of the renowned architect Master James of St. George. Its clever walls-within-walls layout takes full advantage of the site's natural defenses to create an almost impenetrable stronghold. During Madog, ap Llewellyn's rebellion, Harlech remained secure thanks to the Way from the Sea, 108 steep steps connecting the fortress to the shore. Supplies reached the castle by boat, keeping the defenders alive even when land routes were completely cut off. Today, visitors can enter through a striking modern footbridge that recreates the original medieval entrance route. This marks the first time in 600 years that guests can approach Harlech Castle as it was once intended. Rhossili Bay, located at the western edge of the Gower Peninsula, faces the powerful Atlantic swells and offers the region's most reliable surf conditions. Its northern stretch at Llandudno regularly sees the biggest waves, attracting surfers from across Wales throughout the year. The vast beach, extending 3 miles, sits beneath the imposing Rhossili Downs, creating a dramatic and unforgettable coastal landscape. Often called the supermodel of British beaches, Rhossili has won numerous awards for its beauty, surf quality, and dog-friendly atmosphere. It features iconic landmarks like Worm's Head and Golden Sands, perfect for families, water sports, or simply relaxing with a picnic. The surrounding coastal path offers unforgettable views and chances to spot seals or dolphins playing in the surf below the cliffs. If time is short, a walk to the old Coast Guard station at the headland is a must-do for its rugged, sweeping vistas. The gravel path is wheelchair accessible, or adventurous visitors can take the cliff edge trail for thrilling views above the crashing waves. Though just under a mile, the walk often takes longer due to the many scenic spots that beg to be photographed. You might also encounter wild horses grazing peacefully on the wind-swept clifftop meadows along the way. For the daring, a hike across the rocky causeway to Worm's Head is possible at low tide when the path briefly emerges. This natural bridge is only passable for a few hours, so timing your visit is essential for safety. As the sun sets over the Atlantic, Rhossili offers one of the most breathtaking sunsets in all of Wales, framed by Worm's Head. This spectacular 37-meter waterfall is part of the Afon Goch and plunges dramatically down a sheer rock face into a shallow plunge pool. Aber Falls lies at the northern edge of the Caernarfon Range, in the far north of Snowdonia National Park. It's one of the most scenic and accessible waterfalls in the region, perfect for families and casual walkers alike. The trail leading to the falls is just over 2 kilometers long and is both pushchair and wheelchair friendly. Visitors can enjoy a gentle, scenic walk along the path, which winds through open countryside with stunning views of the surrounding hills. Aber Falls attracts more than 50,000 visitors each year, with its beauty remaining popular across all seasons. The path is well maintained and offers a smooth, steady incline that's manageable even for younger children or older walkers. Several benches and resting points along the way make it easy to pause and take in the views. Picnic areas are available, making this a great destination for a relaxed outdoor day with friends or family. In spring and summer, wildflowers line the trail, while in autumn, golden leaves add warmth to the landscape. The sound of the waterfall grows louder as you approach, building anticipation before the final reveal. Once there, the sight of the crashing water and mist-filled air creates a magical atmosphere that rewards every step of the journey. If you could name this waterfall, what would you call it? Brecon Beacons National Park stretches across 520 square miles along the border between Mid and South Wales. The park includes the Forest Far, UNESCO Global Geopark, and holds the status of an international dark sky reserve. Its dramatic scenery features grassy moorlands, heather-covered slopes, and weathered peaks made of old red sandstone. Traces of ancient life remain scattered across the landscape, including Stone Age monoliths, Bronze Age burial mounds, and Iron Age hill forts. In the heart of the park, the central beacons rise, home to the highest mountains in southern Britain. Adventurous hikers are drawn to the twin peaks of Pen y Fan and Corn Du, both offering spectacular views. The park's geography is divided into three unique ranges: the Black Mountain, the Forest Far Massif, and the Black Mountains. Each range brings its own character, from rugged wilderness to rolling farmland and serene valleys. A wide range of walking trails welcomes hikers of all skill levels, from beginners to experienced trekkers. Some trails lead through woodland gorges and waterfall-filled ravines, while others explore caves and ancient sinkholes. In the lowlands, peaceful riverside paths wind through green fields and rural villages. To assist visitors, the park rangers use a 5-level grading system to rate the difficulty of each walk. No matter your route, the Brecon Beacons promise unforgettable scenery, rich heritage, and a refreshing sense of space. The name means Bridge of Pontcysyllte, referring to the nearby village at one end of the aqueduct. Pontcysyllte is an aqueduct that carries the Llangollen Canal over the River Dee in northwest Wales. Designed by Thomas Telford and William Jessup, it was built near the Pontcysyllte road bridge site. Construction cost around £47,000 in the 19th century, which is over £3.8 million today. The bridge features 19 stone arches, each 16 meters apart, and took over a decade to complete. It opened officially in 1805 and stands 38.4 meters above the river, stretching over 307 meters in length. The aqueduct is also the highest in the world and the longest in Britain. To build it, workers used lime mortar mixed with water and cow's blood to strengthen the structure. Cast iron plates form the bottom, and a tow path runs along one side of the water channel. One edge is lower, giving boaters the thrilling feeling of floating above a drop. Pontcysyllte was once used to transport coal, iron, and goods, and now offers scenic boat tours. The aqueduct has remained in continuous use for over 200 years. In 2009, UNESCO designated it a World Heritage Site for its engineering brilliance and cultural value. If you visited this place, comment number 6. If not, comment number 7. Snowdon, standing at 3,560 feet, is the tallest mountain in both Wales and England, offering breathtaking views and dramatic natural beauty. Its name, meaning the tumulus, reflects ancient legends that surround this iconic peak in the heart of North Wales. The Snowdon Range features 11 striking peaks, 3 of which soar above 3,000 feet and dominate the surrounding landscape. Often cloaked in mist, Snowdon is steeped in myth and is said to be the resting place of the giant Rhaeadr, defeated by King Arthur. The mountain supports rare flora and fauna, including the sundew, a carnivorous plant that traps insects on its sticky leaves. On clear days, hikers reaching the summit are rewarded with panoramic views stretching across England, Ireland, and even parts of Scotland. Snowdon slopes have a long mining history, with copper extracted since the Bronze Age and intensified during Victorian times. Climbing to the top typically takes 6 to 8 hours, unless you opt for the famous Snowdon Mountain Railway. The weather is famously unpredictable. Hikers often face sudden rain, icy winds, or thick fog, even on seemingly sunny days. Proper gear is essential, as mountain conditions can shift quickly, turning an easy walk into a cold and challenging experience. While the summit is a stunning highlight, the journey offers spectacular scenery of valleys, glacial lakes, and distant mountain paths. Frequent photo stops are a must, with countless scenic points perfect for resting, taking pictures, and soaking in the view. Penny Pass is a mountain pass in Snowdonia, located at 359 meters above sea level in northwest Wales. It serves as a starting point for 3 popular routes up Snowdon: the Miners' Track, Pig Track, and Crib Goch. The road was built in the 1830s to transport ore from Snowdon's mines to Llanberis via Penny Pass. Before that, miners had to haul ore over Snowdon's summit and down to Bedgelert, which was extremely difficult. Today, Penny Pass is more than a trailhead. It's a lively mountain hub with a rich historical background. If you're planning a beach holiday in Wales, Tenby is a perfect destination, especially for families with children. This charming seaside town offers 4 beautiful beaches, all within walking distance of its historic old town walls. Tenby's north and south beaches are the 2 largest, situated at opposite ends of the town. All 4 beaches are family-friendly, easily accessible, and consistently win Blue Flag awards for cleanliness and facilities. South Beach, stretching 1.5 miles, is backed by dunes and perfect for picnics, games, and long walks with dogs. The vast, sandy space ensures plenty of room for beachgoers to relax without feeling crowded. Harbour Beach, known for its scenic beauty, is one of the most photographed locations in Wales. Its calm blue waters and colorful houses create a postcard-perfect view, ideal for photographers and visitors alike. At low tide, Castle Beach and South Beach merge into one continuous stretch of golden sand. Castle Beach also faces St. Catherine's Island, which appeared in Season 4 of BBC's Sherlock. With nearby cafes, shops, and equipment rentals, Castle Beach is another great spot for a full beach day with family. Just a short drive from Swansea, the Gower Peninsula offers more than scenic views and sandy beaches. Renamed as Gower National Landscape, it was the UK's first designated area of outstanding natural beauty in 1956. This area is a patchwork of moors, dramatic cliffs, and golden beaches, rich in both ecological and visual diversity. The Gower Peninsula is a geological treasure, shaped by time and the sea into inspiring natural forms. It is home to at least 1,200 archaeological sites, including caves, forts, castles, churches, and a lighthouse. Among these, 73 are nationally important, and 124 buildings are listed for their historical value. Western Gower is recognized for its outstanding historic landscape, with layers of history from prehistoric to industrial times. The area preserves a rare medieval open field system and Iron Age forts still visible in the landscape. With over 30 untouched beaches and coves, the peninsula is a paradise for nature and sea lovers. Wildlife is abundant here. Gray seals are often seen, and dolphins or porpoises regularly swim close to shore. Aberystwyth, affectionately known as Aber, is a coastal town that offers far more than its peaceful, rural setting might suggest. It serves as an ideal base for exploring the sweeping landscapes of Ceredigion, the dramatic Cardigan Bay coastline, and the nearby Cambrian Mountains. Rich in culture and history, Aberystwyth is a perfect destination for travelers who appreciate art, literature, and heritage. The town is home to the National Library of Wales, which holds a vast collection of documents, maps, and manuscripts for historians and researchers. At the heart of the local art scene is the Aberystwyth Arts Centre, offering year-round exhibitions, performances, and creative workshops for all ages. Visitors can also enjoy a modern cinema experience there, with the latest films shown in a relaxed and well-equipped setting. Although very few medieval structures remain today, the street patterns and layout still reflect the town's ancient origins. In the past, Aberystwyth was known for herring fishing and the export of lead and silver mined in the surrounding hills. By the early 18th century, the town had become a prosperous, yet smoky and crowded place, largely confined within its medieval borough walls. During the later 18th century, it transformed into a county center and market town, attracting wealthy landowners who built elegant townhouses. Its evolution continued into the 19th century, when it gained popularity as a coastal retreat for those in search of picturesque scenery. The town expanded outward across the marshlands, and new commercial areas emerged along Great Darkgate Street and Terrace Road. The arrival of the railway in the 1860s spurred tourism and helped Aberystwyth grow into one of Wales's most appealing seaside resorts. Though now a ruin, it once stood strong before being destroyed by Owain Glyndwr, one of Wales's most powerful medieval leaders. Criccieth Castle rises dramatically on a rocky headland between two beaches, offering sweeping views over the town and Cardigan Bay. Its double-towered gatehouse hints at later reinforcements and reflects the influence of Edward I's castle designs in North Wales. Distinctive herringbone masonry seen in the remaining walls reveals some of the castle's earliest construction phases. From its heights, visitors enjoy panoramic views across Tremadoc Bay and toward the rugged peaks of Snowdonia. These stunning natural surroundings enhance the historical charm, making it a favorite spot for visitors seeking both beauty and history. Managed by Cadw, the castle features informative panels that help bring its turbulent past to life. In summer, reenactments and cultural events recreate medieval life and attract history lovers of all ages. Criccieth Castle also holds a lasting place in Welsh literature and art, symbolizing national pride and resilience. The Llyn Peninsula is often called the Arm of Eryri, Land's End of Wales, or even Cornish-like for its unique charm. This narrow 16-mile strip of land offers a character unlike anywhere else in Wales, full of cultural depth and wild beauty. Recognized as an area of outstanding natural beauty, its coast stretches from rugged cliffs to quiet harbors and golden beaches. Traditional villages blend with stylish resorts, forming a rich and diverse landscape along the peninsula. Llyn has long been a stronghold of Welsh language, heritage, and community traditions that still thrive today. The village of Aberdaron, set at the very tip of the peninsula, perfectly captures its remote and Celtic spirit. Towering Mynyd Mawr and the restless Bardsey Sound only deepen its connection to sea, myth, and nature. Here, the Atlantic winds are strong and constant, shaping the land and life in this far western corner of Wales. Gored Goch Island lies in the Menai Strait, between the Menai Suspension Bridge and the Britannia Bridge. Its name means the Island of Red Weirs, with Gored tracing back to the Latin word gurgites. Remains of ancient weirs still line the shores of the Menai Strait, but the finest examples are on Gored Goch itself. Though the exact construction date is unknown, the existing weirs are believed to date back to around 1824. At that time, a fish smoking chamber was also built on the island to process the daily catch. Fish traps were used during high tide, and the fish were collected once the water receded. These traditional fishing structures are still partially visible today, offering a glimpse into the island's past. A document from 1590 shows the island was owned by the Diocese of Bangor and leased annually for £3 and a barrel of herrings. The island recently gained attention when Griff Rhys-Jones featured it in a documentary about Anglesey. Today, Gored Goch remains a quiet historical site, rich in maritime heritage and local legend. Getting to Anglesey is easy, but the moment you cross the Menai Bridge, you'll feel as though you've entered a calmer, slower world where time seems to pause. Whether you arrive by car over the suspension bridge, by train through Bangor or Holyhead, or even by cruise ship, Anglesey immediately welcomes you with its unique charm and serenity. Despite covering just 276 square miles, the island offers a remarkable variety of experiences, from ancient ruins and coastal trails to vibrant towns and peaceful countryside. With a population of only around 70,000, Anglesey feels spacious and quiet, making it an ideal escape from the busy mainland life. The island is steeped in history, with remains from the Neolithic and Bronze Ages and scattered Celtic settlements that give insight into ancient life. Two historic bridges connect Anglesey to the mainland. The Britannia Bridge by Robert Stevenson and Thomas Telford's elegant Menai Suspension Bridge, built in 1826. Anglesey's coastline is one of its most spectacular features, with many beaches forming part of the 125-mile Isle of Anglesey Coastal Path. This scenic trail offers panoramic views of the Irish Sea and is perfect for walkers who want to explore nature at their own pace. Even beyond its natural beauty, Anglesey offers opportunities for heritage tourism, outdoor adventure, and relaxing days spent discovering hidden gems. Barmouth is southern Snowdonia's most beloved seaside resort, drawing countless visitors to its wide golden shores and charming coastal atmosphere. The town's main beach, Abermawr, faces westward and offers a mix of soft sand and fine shingle, ideal for both sunbathing and water sports. From here, you can soak in sweeping views of Cardiff Bay and admire the lively harbor, where fishing boats bob gently in the tide. Despite the crowds in peak season, the vastness of the beach ensures there's always a peaceful spot to unwind or stroll along the water's edge. Families will appreciate the classic seaside charm, including a land train along the promenade, donkey rides, amusement arcades, and swing boats. Access is easy and inclusive, with pathways for disabled visitors and convenient proximity to shops, cafes, and pubs offering local flavor. Beyond the beach, the town of Barmouth exudes warmth and character with its colorful houses, narrow winding streets, and welcoming locals. The High Street is lined with independent shops, cozy cafes, and lively pubs where you can savor local ales and discover handmade crafts. Each Saturday, the farmers market brings a bounty of fresh produce, Welsh cheeses, and homemade bakes from nearby farms and kitchens. A highlight of Barmouth is its iconic railway bridge, a 19th century wooden structure that spans the Modoc estuary in dramatic style. Stretching over 600 feet, This engineering marvel invites visitors to walk or cycle across while enjoying sweeping views of the river and mountains. Thanks to the restored spiral staircases in its towers, visitors can now complete a full circuit along the battlements of Castell Conwy. This immersive walk offers sweeping views of the harbor, the rooftops of the medieval town, and the rugged peaks of Eryri rising in the distance. Constructed in an astonishingly short period, just 4 years between 1283 and 1287, both the castle and its 1,400-yard-long town walls are feats of medieval engineering. King Edward I and his trusted architect, Master James of St. George, oversaw this project as part of a grand campaign to control North Wales. Among Edward's famous Iron Ring of castles, Conwy stands out as one of the best preserved and most visually striking. The castle contains the finest surviving set of medieval royal apartments in Wales, with soaring walls and 8 massive towers that still inspire awe. From the top of these towers, you'll be rewarded with breathtaking views of the estuary, distant hills, and the bustling town below. The layout of Conwy Castle is notably rectangular, a sharp contrast to the concentric designs used in Edward's other fortresses like Caernarfon or Beaumaris. Unlike many medieval ruins, nearly every section of Conwy Castle remains intact and accessible to modern-day visitors. The presence of sailboats in the harbor, sheep-dotted hills, and narrow stone streets below enhances the timeless atmosphere surrounding the site. Standing atop the battlements, it's easy to feel transported back in time, imagining royal processions or tense sieges from centuries past. Now protected by Cadw, the Welsh Government's Historic Environment Service, Conwy Castle continues to captivate visitors from around the world. As a UNESCO World Heritage Site, it remains a crown jewel of medieval architecture and one of the most iconic landmarks in Britain. Once a fashionable getaway for the upper classes, the town still boasts elegant architecture, a regal promenade, and a timeless atmosphere that continues to attract visitors. Llandudno is a charming Victorian resort that has long captured the hearts of holidaymakers, especially families seeking seaside nostalgia. Back in 1859, a German tourist named Gottfried Kinkel reportedly became the first person to swim across Llandudno Bay, taking an impressive hour and 50 minutes. Llandudno also welcomed notable figures like Queen Elizabeth of Romania, who stayed for 5 weeks in 1890 and embraced local culture under her literary pseudonym, Carmen Silva. It was during her visit that she participated in the National Eisteddfod and famously referred to Wales as a beautiful haven of peace, which inspired the town's motto, Hard, Hafan, Head. The town's pier, stretching an incredible 2,295 feet into the Irish Sea, is not only the longest in Wales, but also a quintessential symbol of Victorian seaside leisure. A stroll along the pier offers both a visual treat and a sensory escape, as salty sea breezes mix with the scent of fish and chips and sugary donuts. Families flock to the promenade, where retro fairground rides, fishing spots, and live entertainment provide a full day of old-school fun. Llandudno's compact town center, grand hotels, and convenient location, just under 2 hours from Liverpool and Manchester, make it perfect for spontaneous weekend breaks. The town's iconic curved beach, backed by its perfectly preserved Victorian facade, has become a postcard-perfect symbol of North Wales's coastal charm. For those seeking history, leisure, and panoramic beauty, Llandudno offers a rich blend of heritage and hospitality in equal measure. Perched dramatically atop a rugged hill overlooking the town of Llangollen, Castell Brân, often called the Crow's Fortress, is widely regarded as one of the most atmospheric and legend-steeped castle ruins in Britain. Constructed in the 13th century by Gruffudd ap Madoc, a powerful Welsh ruler of northern Powys, The castle was built within the boundaries of an ancient Iron Age hill fort, enhancing both its strategic value and mythical aura. Accessing the castle requires a challenging uphill hike, but recent enhancements such as waymarking signs, kissing gates, and stone-paved paths have made the ascent more manageable and enjoyable for visitors. Those who reach the summit are rewarded not only with sweeping panoramic views of the surrounding Dee Valley, but also the chance to explore evocative stone ruins that echo a once grand fortress. The remains include defensive features, such as a rock-cut ditch, a gatehouse, and a D-shaped Welsh tower, as well as more refined elements like plastered walls, fireplaces, and primitive ensuite latrines, which hint at the former comfort enjoyed within its walls. Although the castle's active life was fleeting, built in the 1260s and deliberately burned by its own defenders in 1277 to avoid English capture, it was briefly occupied by English forces who were stunned by its strength and position. Ultimately, the castle's isolation made it impractical for long-term use, and it was left to the elements and the crows that still circle its heights, preserving its mysterious presence in the Welsh landscape. Stretching approximately 3 kilometers long and 2 kilometers wide, it has become one of the most visited attractions in North Wales. The Great Orme is a massive limestone headland located northwest of Llandudno, rising 207 meters above sea level. Over 500,000 people visit the Great Orme each year, drawn by its rich combination of natural beauty, wildlife, geology, and historical significance. The area features diverse landscapes, including grasslands, heathlands, sea cliffs, woodlands, and patches of limestone pavement. Managed by Conwy County Borough Council, the Great Orme has been designated both a country park and a local nature reserve. The limestone rock that forms the headland originated 300 to 350 million years ago during the Carboniferous period. It was created from the accumulated skeletons and shells of ancient marine life that once lived in a tropical sea covering North Wales. Over time, sea currents and waves broke these remains into fragments that compacted into solid limestone. Rising and falling sea levels, along with erosion and weathering, helped expose numerous well-preserved marine fossils. Today, visitors can spot fossils of brachiopods, crinoids, and coral embedded in the rocks along the headland. The Great Orme is also famous for its thriving bird population, with species like guillemots, razorbills, and kittiwakes nesting on the cliffs. Rare summer visitors include silver-studded blue butterflies, while year-round residents include choughs, stone chats, and oyster catchers. Grazing wild goats and sheep are a common sight, adding character to the rugged terrain of the headland. Visitors can reach the summit by walking, driving, or taking the charming Great Orme Tramway or scenic cable car. Llyn y Fan is the highest peak in South Wales, standing tall at 886 meters within the Brecon Beacons National Park. It belongs to a chain of flat-topped mountains that form part of the rugged central landscape of the park. On clear days, the panoramic views from the summit stretch endlessly across hills and ancient cliffs. The name Llyn y Fan translates to top spot, referring to both its elevation and its scenic grandeur. Reaching the summit is a rewarding achievement, with many hikers pausing at the cairn for a well-earned photo. The mountain attracts all types of walkers, from families on gentle routes to experienced hikers tackling Horseshoe Ridge. Marked trails are clearly signposted, but caution is needed as steep paths and sharp drops exist near the top. Weather can shift suddenly, so hikers should bring essentials like warm layers, waterproofs, sunscreen, and plenty of water. Strong winds make the escarpment edges especially dangerous, so keeping a safe distance is crucial. Due to its popularity, it's wise to start early or visit during off-peak times to enjoy a quieter climb. Different from the hustle and bustle of London or Manchester, Cardiff, the capital of Wales, offers a peaceful and poetic atmosphere. Located along the Taff and Ely rivers, Cardiff lies about 240 kilometers from central London. Officially recognized as a city in 1905 and named Wales's capital in 1955, Cardiff has a rich and layered history. It serves as Wales's commercial, cultural, and sporting hub, playing a key role in industrial and tourism development. Cardiff Castle, originally built in the 4th century and later rebuilt in 1909, is the city's most iconic landmark. This Gothic-style stone castle impresses with its grandeur, solid structure, and lavishly decorated interiors. Inside, you'll find carved wooden panels, ornate ceilings, and historical chambers steeped in medieval charm. Not far from the castle stands the town hall, constructed in the early 20th century and known for its elegant design. The Marble Room showcases Welsh sculptures, while the council chamber and auditorium dazzle with intricate details. Cardiff is also home to vibrant museums, parks, and galleries that reflect its strong sense of identity and pride. This area was once the bustling heart of the global coal trade, shipping millions of tons across the world. After decades of decline, the old Cardiff docklands have been transformed into a lively hub for tourism and leisure. Now, the bay offers a wide range of activities, including sailing, kayaking, and scenic walking routes along the shoreline. A flat, tarmac path makes it easy to stroll or cycle across the sea barrage to nearby Penarth Marina. Families especially enjoy the playground near the barrage, complete with imaginative shipwreck-themed play areas and soft sand. The barrage also features a system of locks where visitors can watch boats pass through, which fascinates both kids and adults. From next to Penarth Marina, hourly boat taxis return to Mermaid Quay, making for a fun and scenic round trip. Cardiff Bay is also the launch point for various boat tours, ranging from calm sightseeing trips to thrilling rib rides. Adventurous visitors can take high-speed rides into the River Severn, while others might prefer slow cruises around the harbor. Mermaid Quay is a popular stop, packed with restaurants, cafes, and shops, offering food, souvenirs, and local culture. Cardiff Bay effortlessly blends its maritime heritage with modern attractions, making it one of the city's top destinations. Llywelyn ap Gruffudd didn't build Caerphilly Castle, but the fear of his growing power was the reason it was ever constructed in the first place. To prevent further Welsh uprisings, Gilbert de Clare began building the massive fortress in 1268 with the intention of making an unbreakable stronghold. The result was the largest castle in Wales and the second largest in all of Britain, surpassed only by Windsor Castle in size. Covering 30 acres of land, it boasts massive stone walls, impressive towers, fortified gatehouses, and a wide artificial lake for added protection. To put it in perspective, Caerphilly Castle is 3 times the size of the Principality Stadium, the modern-day heart of Welsh rugby. The castle introduced concentric design to Britain, multiple rings of walls layered together for superior defense, a revolutionary idea at the time. Its elaborate water defenses and enormous gatehouses made it nearly impossible for enemies to breach the fortress through either land or water. Despite numerous attacks by Welsh forces throughout history, Caerphilly Castle remained a powerful and impenetrable symbol of Anglo-Norman authority. Even Oliver Cromwell's army failed to conquer it during the English Civil War, though their assault left a lasting mark. One of the castle's towers has leaned nearly 3 meters since 1648, a visible scar from the failed Roundhead attack. Like the famous cheese, the castle has become inseparable from the town's identity, massive, historic, and full of enduring character. Its cinematic presence and dramatic setting have made it a popular filming location, drawing tourists and history enthusiasts from around the world. With 186 miles of dramatic coastline and more blue flag beaches than any other county, Pembrokeshire is a national park unlike any other in the UK. This stunning coastal area is the only national park in Britain located entirely along the coastline, offering a unique blend of nature, history, and maritime charm. Its diverse landscapes include sweeping sandy bays, dramatic cliffside paths, serene estuaries, and delightful seaside villages that seem to have stopped time altogether. Recognized globally for its beauty, National Geographic Traveler recently named the Pembrokeshire coast one of the top 2 coastal destinations in the world. Its cinematic quality has also captured Hollywood's attention, with several major films being shot amidst the breathtaking natural backdrops of this region. One striking landmark is Aberystwyth Tower, a historic structure that overlooks the wild Atlantic waves crashing relentlessly against the rugged Pembrokeshire cliffs. The tower's stone silhouette, shaped by wind and salt air, stands as a powerful reminder of the area's deep maritime legacy and coastal resilience. Denbigh Castle is another iconic site, perched dramatically on a rocky headland and connected to the mainland by a narrow and strategic isthmus. Though only fragments of its defensive walls remain, they still offer a glimpse into medieval coastal defense and the town's ancient strength. One of the area's most recognizable natural features is Caern Lheidhi, a striking hill that dominates the skyline near the tip of St. David's Head. While not the highest peak in Wales, its silhouette is unmistakable, rising like a sentinel above the celebrated White Sands Bay and the city of St. David's. Though most seafarers pass by without much notice, This eerie abandoned island fortress once housed nearly 200 soldiers in its maze-like stone corridors. Stack Rock Fort is a fascinating, yet often overlooked Napoleonic structure perched off the West Wales coast, dating back to the mid-19th century. On a crisp October morning, stirred by curiosity and adventure, we set out to explore this windswept, forgotten relic reclaimed by nature and time. Today, the echoes of marching boots have been replaced by the cries of seabirds overhead and seals basking lazily on the rocks during low tide. We arrived at the fort's jetty just as the tide dropped, climbing its time-worn steps to enter the crumbling remains of this strange coastal bastion. The original three-gun fort was constructed between 1850 and 1852, later encased in 1859 by a larger structure built for greater naval defense. This upgrade was designed to withstand the rising threat of ironclad, steam-powered warships that defied both wind and tide with alarming speed and precision. Dinorwig Quarry, once the second largest in the world, operated from 1787 to 1969 and featured over 30 galleries connected by inclined railway systems. These railways, crucial for transporting slate and debris, remained in use until nearly the quarry's closure, giving the site a distinct industrial character still visible today. After operations ceased, a hydroelectric company acquired the quarry, preserving nearly all its original structures, including the vast Australia Gallery and its 1920s-era electric equipment. Located northwest of Snowdonia National Park, Dinorwig now attracts climbers, hikers, cyclists, dog walkers, cavers, and photographers drawn by its unique charm and dramatic scenery. Although beautiful, the quarry is not without hazards. Some areas are fenced off, and mist or fog can quickly disorient those unfamiliar with the terrain. Navigation skills and a good map are essential if you plan to wander beyond the main paths, especially in low visibility conditions. For photographers, a brief stop is never enough. Give yourself at least 4 to 5 hours to truly appreciate the scope and atmosphere of the site. Most visitors find themselves planning a return trip, drawn back by the haunting beauty, history, and sense of forgotten grandeur carved into every slate ledge. Nestled in the heart of the Cambrian Mountains, the Elan Valley is home to a series of Victorian dams set within breathtaking Welsh landscapes. Although located between Snowdonia and the Brecon beacons, the region remains surprisingly underexplored despite its captivating natural beauty and historical significance. Covering around 1% of Wales, this hidden gem truly deserves a visit, and this guide highlights exactly why it's worth your time. The Llyn Valley's dams, reservoirs, and 73-mile aqueduct were constructed over a century ago to provide clean water to the city of Birmingham. Construction began in 1883, and the final dam was officially opened in 1952, marking the end of an ambitious and complex engineering project. Several reasons made the Elan Valley ideal, including high annual rainfall, impermeable bedrock, and elevation that allowed water to flow without the need for pumps. Altogether, 6 dams are located across the Elan estate, 5 completed and 1 partially built, each with its own unique design and structural features. Four dams sit along the River Elan: Craig Goch, Penny Garrig, Garrig Dhu, and Caban Coch, while the Clairwyn River holds the newest and largest dam. All the reservoirs remain fully functional today and are managed by Welsh Water, ensuring their legacy continues into the present. While beautiful year-round, the best time to visit is late winter or early spring, after heavy rainfall, when the dams are most likely to overflow. When the water flows over the dams, the valley becomes even more spectacular, with cascading torrents enhancing its already dramatic scenery. This season also offers great opportunities for stargazing or astrophotography, as the Milky Way appears shortly after nightfall under clear skies. However, during summer or autumn, water levels are usually low, and you may find the dams dry, with only limited or no flow at all. Originally a modest fishing harbor, Amlwch's port expanded significantly to accommodate the export of ore, eventually becoming a hub for ship repair and construction. Llawhaden is located in the northeastern corner of Anglesey, a small town known for its rich history and long-standing industrial traditions. This industrial growth led to the emergence of smaller businesses in the region and attracted workers from various parts of the country. Though its mining and shipbuilding industries have declined, Llawhaden still maintains a legacy of maritime and chemical activity that shapes the local economy today. Visitors can enjoy activities like golf and fishing, with Bull Bay Golf Club and numerous coastal fishing spots located nearby. The town also offers local pubs, small shops, and a weekly Friday market where you can sample local produce and handmade goods. Beach Port features abandoned sites, including a former bromine plant that has stood unused for over 2 decades. At its peak, the plant employed 120 people, and the site is now being marketed for development in tourism, energy, or leisure sectors. The port's history is deeply connected to the nearby Paris Mountain Mine, which once fueled Llawhaden's growth during the copper boom. Rhyl is a vibrant coastal town in Wales where travelers can enjoy thrilling water sports or explore local culture through theater and live entertainment. Marine Lake is a popular spot for water-based adventures, offering wakeboarding and water skiing on North Wales's only saltwater lake. If you're looking for a more relaxed setting, Rhyl East Beach provides soft sands and calm waters, perfect for a quiet day by the sea. To experience the local art scene, head to Rhyl Pavilion Theatre, where you can enjoy live plays performed by talented regional actors. The theater also serves refreshments, making it a pleasant place to unwind after a day of exploring everything Rhyl has to offer. Another popular venue is the centrally located Rilltown Hall, which regularly hosts community events, live shows, and seasonal performances. Across the bridge lies Marine Lake, a peaceful area that's great for family walks, nature watching, or crabbing along the water's edge. On summer weekends, families can ride the charming miniature steam train that runs along the scenic lakeshore. For a look beneath the waves, Seaquarium offers close encounters with clownfish, seahorses, and even sharks in colorful, well-designed habitats. The playful seals are the main attraction, performing in entertaining shows that delight kids and adults alike. The impressive ruins of Denbigh Castle sit atop a steep hill, offering sweeping views over the lush Vale of Llwyd and the Llwydian hills beyond. Built during Edward I's conquest of Wales in the 13th century, the castle was commissioned by Henry de Lacy, one of the king's most trusted commanders. It replaced the former Welsh stronghold of Dafydd ap Gruffudd, which was destroyed after Edward's forces defeated the native leader in 1282. The English sought to assert dominance by constructing a completely new fortress and borough, erasing all remnants of the earlier Welsh fortifications. From 1282 onwards, Denbigh evolved into more than just a military base. It became an English town, enclosed by fortified stone walls. The first phase of construction saw the rapid development of basic defenses on the southern and western flanks of the castle. At the same time, initial sections of the town walls, the eastern towers, and the curtain wall began to take shape. The imposing triple-towered gatehouse, though begun in the first phase, wasn't completed until the slower second phase, well into the 14th century. After the 1295 uprising by Madog ap Llywelyn, further fortifications were added, including massive towers, a residential wing, and a great hall. The ambitious design of the castle reflected the ongoing tensions between the English crown and the Welsh resistance. Despite the grandeur of the plans, many believe the castle may never have reached full completion before work stalled. Henry de Lacy, who had overseen much of the construction, passed away in 1311 without seeing his vision fully realized. Today, Denbigh Castle remains a dramatic reminder of the era's political struggle and the architectural legacy of English conquest in Wales. Fed by the Afon Glaslyn, the lake is a favorite destination for outdoor activities like swimming, paddleboarding, and kayaking, especially during warmer months. Llyn Gwynant is one of the larger lakes in Snowdonia, lying at 217 feet above sea level and offering stunning natural beauty throughout the year. The lake stretches nearly 5/8 of a mile in length, is around 400 yards wide, and reaches depths of approximately 50 feet. The A498 road runs along the southern shoreline, where limited roadside parking is available near small beach areas, ideal for a refreshing dip. At the eastern end of the lake sits the popular Llyn Gwynant campsite, offering a generous beach area and direct lake access for visitors. On sunny days, the lakeside fills with the scent of campfires and barbecues, while evenings bring a relaxed, festive atmosphere. Guests can enjoy peaceful moments by the river or hike straight up into the surrounding mountains directly from the campsite. The site maintains a balance between nature and comfort, enforcing quiet hours after 11 p.m. and prohibiting sound systems to preserve the tranquil setting. Though it can become busy during late August and holiday weekends, quieter visits are best enjoyed in the shoulder seasons. The first thing that catches most visitors' eyes when approaching Aber is the row of brightly painted houses lining the streets like scattered gems. This is the perfect place to unwind. Wander around the peaceful harbor, browse independent shops, visit craft centers, and enjoy a warm drink with homemade cake. Aber lies directly on the Wales Coast Path and the Coastal Way, making it a lovely stop for walkers and nature lovers alike. The nearby waters of Ceredigions Coast are rich in marine life, especially the bottlenose dolphin pods that make Cardiff Bay their home. Aber seafront is divided by the harbor, where the River Aeron gently flows into the open expanse of Cardiff Bay. The harbor's mood changes with the seasons and tides, from nearly empty at low tide to dramatic wave displays in winter. The inner harbor, called PWL Cam, or Crooked Pool, remains sheltered year-round and adds to the town's distinctive character. Look for house names inspired by faraway ports. Then follow the town trail to discover plaques listing ships once registered in Aber. Everyone loves Beggelert for its stunning location and the legendary tale of Gellert, a faithful dog remembered in Welsh folklore. This beautiful stone-built village serves as the perfect base to explore classic Snowdonia landscapes like Aberglasslyn Pass, Nant Gwynant, and Snowdon itself. Llan Gwrfai is a multi-use trail ideal for walking, cycling, or horse riding, connecting Beggelert with Rhyd Du across 4.5 scenic miles. Much of the route features wide, smooth surfaces that are suitable for powered wheelchairs or off-road mobility scooters, like the Tramper. Rhyd Du, at the other end of the trail, is a popular starting point for climbing to the summit of your Widfa. Beggelert offers a full range of quality accommodation, shops, traditional pubs, arts and crafts, and award-winning restaurants for a complete visitor experience. You can also visit Seigan Copper Mine nearby, where copper was once mined as far back as Roman times. The Welsh Highland Railway passes through the village, offering scenic rides between Caernarfon and Porthmadog through dramatic mountain valleys. Constructed between 1914 and 1919 by conscientious objectors, the dam raised the natural lake's level by approximately 3 meters to create the reservoir. Llyn y Fan Fach is a scenic reservoir located at the source of Afon Sod, nestled within the Barmouth Beach National Park in South Wales. Its overflow system uses a 6.1 meter ogee weir that channels excess water through a stilling basin and spillway into the river below. Though it once supplied water to a treatment works downstream, the reservoir now maintains compensation flows to support a nearby fish farm. The walking trail begins at a remote car park in Lllandudno, which is accessed via a narrow, rough road that requires careful driving. From the moment you arrive, the peaceful surroundings and flowing river create an atmosphere of isolation and natural beauty. Hikers must keep dogs on a lead at all times due to freely grazing sheep and dangerous escarpment edges with loose rocks. The route leads south beside the river, past small waterfalls and a fishery, gradually revealing the impressive peak of Picus Du in the distance. The ridgeline trail curves around the contoured slopes, offering spectacular views across the valley, especially on bright, clear weather days. Far off to the north, the Cambrian Mountains rise above a patchwork of green farmland and scattered traditional Welsh cottages. It's worth making a quick detour from the A40 to discover this hidden gem tucked within Pembrokeshire's peaceful farmland and woodlands. Llawhaden Castle was more of a fortified mansion, designed for comfort rather than warfare, serving as a luxurious home for the bishops of St. David's. Before its 14th century transformation under Bishop David Martin, the site had already experienced a long history of military use. The castle featured private apartments, guest lodgings, a central courtyard, and garrison quarters that reflected its dual role as both residence and stronghold. Its most striking feature remains the towering gatehouse facade, which still stands proudly, showcasing the grandeur of its original design. The Wales Coast Path runs beneath the western approach viaduct of the bridge, originally known as the Second Severn Crossing. It was officially opened on the 5th of June 1996 by Prince Charles and later renamed the Prince of Wales Bridge in 2018. The project to build this second bridge began in 1990 to address increasing traffic on the original Severn Bridge. The older Severn Bridge, opened in 1966, often closed during strong winds, prompting the need for a more stable alternative. The new bridge is cable-stayed, cost £330 million, and spans 948 meters, with a total length over 5 kilometers, including approach viaducts. It carries 3 traffic lanes in each direction, providing a more reliable route across the estuary. Located south of the original bridge, it helps divert congestion and ensures smoother traffic flow in harsh weather conditions. The bridge's designers included 3-meter-high windscreens running along both sides of the cable-stayed deck section. These windscreens are 50% porous and highly effective in reducing the need for traffic restrictions during storms. Thanks to these improvements, the Prince of Wales Bridge remains a key and resilient infrastructure link between England and Wales. Wales may be small in size, but its impact on the soul is unforgettable. Every winding road leads to a new story, a new wonder hidden between sea and sky. From the warmth of its people to the raw beauty of its landscapes, this land invites you to slow down and listen. It's a place where legends feel alive, and time seems to move at its own gentle pace. When you finally leave, a piece of Wales will quietly travel with you.